There's a whole group of people in the world that believe if they yell enough, scream enough, and cuss enough at a company's customer service associates that the company will just bow down to them and give them whatever they want. And some of the big box stores reinforce this behavior. So now there's a whole army of trained Karens that believe if they yell, scream, and shout and make a big enough fuss, that the world will bow before them. And fortunately, or unfortunately for them, they will, from time to time, stumble upon my company and try that bullshit here, where it doesn't fly. Here's the thing. We were out doing a septic inspection for a buyer of a house, and while we were there, we found something that was drastically unsafe. The concrete lid of the septic tank was broken and caving in. Had a little child been walking by and stepped on it, they would have fallen into a 5-foot deep box of shit and probably died. Where'd Johnny go? We don't know. So we called the owner of the house, showed them a picture of it, and said, hey, would you like to get this immediate safety concern fixed right now? And for $125, it's not a bad price. We're going to install about a $30 septic lid, but we've got to get a guy to drive it from 2 counties away. So we're not really making money, but we're covering the expenses. And the homeowner said, absolutely. Now, we replaced the lid and continued on with the inspection. During the inspection, we found out that the tank was trash and needed to be replaced. But we could only give those results to the people who hired us, the buyers of the home. The buyers of the home went back to the seller, and they said, we want a whole slam damn new tank. And now the seller thinks we took advantage of her to the tune of $125. Well, she called in and was completely rude with one of our customer service associates on the phone. So I took the phone call. And when she got transferred to me, she was more than polite. When I explained the chain of events and let her know that she wasn't being ripped off, she went from perfectly nice to an asshole. She started calling me an asshole and screaming at me on the phone. Now, I don't have to take that. I just hung up the phone. I didn't need to say anything mean. I didn't need to argue with her. I just hung up the phone. Then she called back into the main office number. Now, I just hung up with her for being rude. So I walked over to the customer service associate's desk, picked up the phone, and answered the phone like this. Hi, this is James again. I just hung up with you on the other line. You're so insistent to talk to me. What do you want? And she started screaming and cussing again. While she was screaming and cussing, the customer associate let me know on the screen that this Karen had not paid her $125 invoice. As a matter of fact, all this cussing and screaming, she never paid the invoice. She got the lid for free, and she's still mad at us. So I entertained her in her argument. We got into a little bit of an argument. I might have said something to the effect of, if you had 3 brain cells to rub together, you could probably figure this out. Now, I'm busy talking to her on the phone. I've got the headset on, and I did not realize that a crowd of people had formed behind me. All the other associates that were in the building, people on the phone, a couple of field technicians, are all standing behind me, listening to me talk to this customer. And most of them were covering their mouth, trying not to laugh out loud at the stupidity that this woman was doing, but also at my just bluntness with her and telling her exactly how the world was. I hung up the phone and turned around to a whole bunch of people laughing. It was a great experience, but this is the thing. Why do companies make their associates tolerate the bullshit from Karens? You shouldn't have to. And as soon as the big box stores empower their employees to not put up with bullshit and tell customers exactly what the reality of the situation is, when that happens, the world will be a better place. In any event, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have a great day.